This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, the Fire Marshal's office responded to an explosion at 160 Fifield Point Road on Sunday morning. The remains of the homeowner, 71-year-old David Crutcher, were found and transported to the office of the Chief Medical Examiner in Augusta. According to neighbors, Crutcher had owned the property for around 6 years and lived alone. Tim Gibbon, a neighbor of Crutcher, recalled hearing the blast from his home Sunday morning.
And there was this most incredible explosion. It was just like a bomb had gone off. When I got up there, there were multiple other smaller explosions. I guess gas tanks going off and stuff like that. I mean, it was obviously a total destruction.
Investigators have established the explosion which took place in Stonington. The explosion took place before the fire. The official cause of the fire, though, is still under investigation, but there is no evidence of foul play at this time. Meanwhile, Rockland police are continuing to investigate multiple acts of vandalism. Police say they've been notified of at least 5 different properties that were tagged with graffiti, including children's playground equipment. The incidents happened on Admonton Ave, North Main Street, and Harbor Park between the hours of 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. on August 12th. They say one suspect has been identified, and they're asking anyone with information to contact them at 594-0316. An investigation is underway after a piece of aircraft debris fell from the sky in Augusta, narrowly missing a Capitol Police screener. According to Chief Matthew Clancy with the Maine Department of Public Safety, a large metal object crashed into the ground just outside the Maine State Capitol building on Friday afternoon around 12:30. The sleeve-like object landed roughly 6 feet from Capitol Police screener Craig Donahue, who was walking outside the entrance. 2 others were nearby when the object crashed into the ground, but luckily no one was hurt. Capitol Police immediately notified the Augusta State Airport and Federal Aviation Administration, which sent awareness notifications to flights that were over the Capitol area at the time. The FAA has launched an investigation to determine the source of the part, which they say is likely from a large airliner on an international route. Al's Pizza in Skowhegan has been in business for over 50 years, and in that amount of time, its customer base has grown tremendously. However, one unhappy customer voiced her frustration over the wait time of the food recently and later had a change of heart over her less than appetizing behavior. Our Jody Hersey shares more.
We always come to Al's. We never have been disappointed, ever. It's always wonderful.
Al's Pizza is very well known in the Skowhegan area. It's been serving up delicious food for over 50 years. And last week, the owners experienced a first when they received a handwritten apology note from an angry customer. Al's Pizza manager Brian Bollier says it all began during a busy weekday shift when the young customer's hungry belly and tired body hit a plateau.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a hangry customer last week. They came in and they thought that we could work a little faster, a little harder, and we do our best. Well, we always do our best, but that particular day, this little person was a little upset with how things were going. Instead of dwelling on it, the staff at Al's Pizza did what they do best, worked hard and prepared every order that came in the shortest amount of time. To management's surprise, that same customer had a change of heart just a few days later and shared her remorse with the staff. I got a phone call from Mom, and she said that they wrote a letter and they wanted to apologize for their actions. So the Mom asked if that was okay. We certainly said, of course, not necessary, but we will gladly take that.
Yeah, no, we really thought that was cute and a great example of good parenting, we felt like, too, to hold that child accountable for having a little rough spell.
The employees at Al's Pizza hope the young customer's actions are a reminder to us all that it's okay to admit when we are wrong. A little bit of kindness and compassion goes a long way, and I think a lot of people can learn a little bit from this little person. In Skowhegan, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
And just a great story there. Meanwhile, a major decline in gas prices throughout the state. The average price now dropping 20 cents in the last week. That's according to the Gas Buddy's daily survey. And as of today, the average price sits at $4.26 a gallon. That's almost 50 cents lower than a month ago. The national average price of diesel has declined 14.8 cents in the last week as well. Patrick DeHaan, head of petroleum analysis at Gas Buddy, says, quote, "For the 9th week straight, gas prices have continued to fall, but the streak is at great risk of being broken this week, with wholesale gas prices having bounced back up some 40 cents per gallon as oil prices have rebounded." Maine Senator Susan Collins has issued a statement in regards to the Intelligence Committee's request for information of former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. On Sunday, Florida Republican Marco Rubio and Virginia Democrat Mark Warner sent a private letter to Director of National Intelligence Avril Haines and Attorney General Merrick Garland in regards to the FBI's search of the former president's Mar-a-Lago home. Senator Collins released a statement following the letter saying in part, quote, "The American people deserve a full accounting of the extraordinary action taken by the FBI last week. I am encouraged that following consultation with Senate Intelligence Committee members, Chairman Warner and Vice Chairman Rubio have requested critical information related to the FBI's search of former President Trump's residence. It's imperative that the committee receive all classified documents found during the search, as well as the FBI affidavit, which would describe in detail any justification for the search." All right, and we'll hit pause now and take a look outdoors as we send it over to Jeff Weller with the first look at our forecast.
All right, Peter, thank you. Happy Monday. Your first weather is brought to you by Kings Mountain RC, and look what we did today. Highs back in the middle 80s here in Bangor, 82 Millinocket, 78 though, Bar Harbor. A very comfortable day, and we'll do it all over again tomorrow with high temperatures back up in the 80s. Right now, though, a couple of clouds out there currently could produce a rogue shower tonight. Most of us will stay dry with no issues at all. Issues get in here later on, though. We're getting squeezed in here a bit, right, with System 1, System 2, System 3. Likely now rain showers back in the forecast on Wednesday. Our forecast then tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies. A rogue sprinkle can't be ruled out, with low temperatures back in the 60s. Your full forecast is coming up. Peter?
All right, another comfortable overnight on the way. Thanks so much, Jeff. And coming up next on ABC 7 News at 6, Husson University offers new online courses and certificates for students heading back to school. And a dedication was held over the weekend for a wooden eagle carving honoring the work of wreaths across America. We'll have those stories and much more after this short break.
Bar Harbor Bank and Trust helps businesses succeed with commercial lending, cash management tools, and merchant services. Whether your business is growing, expanding, or evolving, we can make it happen together. Bar Harbor Bank and Trust, named one of America's best banks.
We're a AAA family.
We found out about AAA insurance through a friend who had actually mentioned it a while ago. We ran the numbers and it totally worked.
We looked at the statement for our previous insurer and then AAA insurance. Definitely, we've seen a huge difference.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
By switching over to AAA insurance, we saved over $450. So with our savings, he bought more equipment.
More money means more practice equipment.
In his world.
Why didn't we do this earlier? Why did it take so long?
We're a AAA family now.
AAA insurance allows us to do so much more with our kids and spend more time with them.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 877-209-5384 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Inflation, a broken supply chain, and high gas prices. Mainers everywhere are facing tough decisions about rising costs. Growing up as part of a small family business in Leeds, I learned what a struggling economy does to small businesses, jobs, and to working class people. And serving as a Marine in Afghanistan and Iraq taught me to stand strong for what's right in the face of adversity. I'm Jared Golden, and that's why in Congress, I'm an independent voice for you, taking on my own party to stand up for Maine families. I was the only Democrat to vote against trillions of dollars of President Biden's agenda because I knew it would make inflation worse. I've stood with law enforcement against defunding the police. I support cutting the gas tax and increasing domestic oil production. I'm working to lower prescription drug costs and standing firm against any cuts to Social Security and Medicare. I'll always be an independent fighter for you. I'm Jared Golden, and this is my family. I approve this message because when it comes to doing what's right for your family, I'll never back down.
Easier banking anywhere, anytime, with online bill pay, digital wallet, mobile deposit, and more. Whatever you're planning, saving for, or working toward, we can make it happen together. Bar Harbor Bank and Trust, named one of America's best banks.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business.
Now on to the latest on the FBI raid of former President Trump's Florida home. We're now learning investigators are trying to track down who may have been involved in the transfer and handling of classified documents from the White House to Mar-a-Lago. This comes as the FBI and Homeland Security warn they're seeing an increase in violent threats against federal law enforcement from people angry about the execution of that court-authorized search warrant. ABC's M. Nguyen has the latest from Washington.
The FBI search warrant executed on former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home that officials say recovered several boxes of classified material, now prompting a flurry of questions on Capitol Hill. The House Intelligence Committee Chair Adam Schiff, along with both the Democratic and Republican heads of the same committee in the Senate, are requesting the Director of National Intelligence carry out a damage assessment to see if any of the classified information was compromised.
That is among the highest designation in terms of the extremely grave damage to national security.
FBI agents say they seized 27 boxes, including 11 sets of highly classified documents, in the inventory provided to Trump, which was unsealed along with the warrant by a federal judge. Some materials were found marked Top Secret SCI, which could include information related to nuclear weapons, terrorism, or spies working on behalf of the U.S. government. Documents with this level of classification should only be viewed in a secure environment. Now, law enforcement officials are trying to track down who has seen or handled the materials that were in Trump's home, an investigation that's likely to include interviews with former Trump administration officials. Former FBI agent Brad Garrett says it's highly unlikely the records were removed from the White House by mistake.
The idea that they were tossed into boxes, presumably, and moved to Mar-a-Lago, I mean, it's beyond comprehension.
Some of the potential crimes listed in the Justice Department's unsealed warrant include obstruction of justice and violations of the Espionage Act. Despite that, many Republicans are coming to Trump's defense.
The FBI raid of President Trump is a complete abuse and overreach of its authority.
Trump claims without supplying proof that he declassified any documents before they were removed from the White House. Even so, legal experts say just the possession of the documents, regardless of their classification, could result in criminal charges. Emlyn, ABC News, Washington.
Students are getting ready to head back to school in the next few weeks. Husson University is offering some new online courses and certifications for its students. Matthew Duranczyk has more.
As the month of August comes to a close, college students are beginning to pack their bags, preparing to head back to school. While most things at Husson University will remain the same, its online program will be featuring new courses with the goal of boosting online student enrollment.
We are expanding our enrollment throughout Maine and New England and beyond, and making sure that even people that are in different time zones or outside of the state get the same very student-centric, friendly support that they would get if they were here on the Bangor campus.
Starting this semester, students will have the chance to earn a certificate in animal-assisted therapy as well as diversity, equity, and inclusion. The animal-assisted therapy course teaches students about the importance and benefits of human-animal relationships, while diversity, equity, and inclusion provides current and future professionals techniques to ensure what is addressed within any organization.
These certificates allow you to understand some of the issues around things like insurance or different types of therapy, what practices might be appropriate.
Husson's online program will also be introducing a bachelor's degree in marketing and professional communications, something Arnett is excited for students to explore.
The bachelor's in marketing will really focus on contemporary ways to market, and so really understanding social media, understanding graphic design. Professional communications is more around how to communicate to different audiences. So there will be a focus on writing, but it also talks about how to communicate through other forms of media as well.
Any student who signs up before the beginning of next month will receive $500 off their first course. Arnett says that taking these courses is worth every dollar.
Instructors are highly experienced, very present in those classes, and we intentionally build out every 7-week asynchronous class over a 20-week process as well to make sure that they're experiential and meet those learning outcomes, are engaging, and they build community.
Reporting from Bangor, Matthew Juronczyk, ABC7 and Fox 22.
Governor Mills has announced 2 new initiatives to preserve Acadian history in Maine. A statement from the governor's office says the first is a new partnership between the Acadian Archives and the Maine State Library. It will support ongoing efforts to digitize and provide access to special collections and information to the history, folklore, and folk life of the St. John Valley. The second is a digitization project involving approximately 100,000 pages of historical French language newspapers from communities around the state. A 90-year-old veteran has created a hand-carved legacy for future generations. A dedication was held over the weekend for a wooden eagle carved by Navy veteran George Gunning and painted by his wife Donna, both of Windsor. It was dedicated to Morrill Worcester and all those who carry out the work of Wreaths Across America. The organization's mission is to remember the fallen, honor those that serve, and teach the next generation the value of freedom. Over the last 15 years, the Gunnings have made more than 4,000 hand-carved and painted wooden eagle-headed canes to donate to Maine veterans. They say they were moved to create the larger eagle sculpture after learning more about Wreaths Across America and their programs and the impact that they have on veterans and families across the country. The eagle dedication was part of the organization's annual STEM to Stone event in Down East Maine. Just a great way to honor our veterans there. And still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, how the Skowhegan New Balance factory store is kicking off an extended tent sale. And high school sports kicked off on Monday. We'll hear from Foxcroft Academy football as the Ponies start to defend their state championship. We'll have that story right after the break.
Bruce Poliquin has always fought to protect Maine residents and businesses. That's why he spoke out against a Washington scheme to let the IRS spy on Maine bank accounts. Washington bureaucrats want to monitor our transactions, take more of our money, and ignore our privacy. But Bruce Poliquin is fighting back. Call Bruce and tell him to keep up the fight. He's standing up for Maine and keeping the government out of our bank accounts.
Al, did you make that call?
Honey, we already have Medicare. Why do I need to call?
Alan, the Feldman said we may be able to get additional benefits with a Medicare Advantage plan right here in our zip code with $0 monthly premiums.
Honey, what do you mean additional benefits? We turned 65, we got Medicare. That's all there is to it, right?
I'm talking about Medicare Part C, commonly called Medicare Advantage. We have traditional Medicare, which is only Medicare Parts A and B, but not Part C.
Wait. So not everyone on Medicare is a Part C plan?
No, that's why we need to call, because there may be plans available with additional benefits that aren't covered under Medicare Parts A and B. We don't have a Medicare Part C plan which covers everything in Part A and Part B plus extra benefits in Medicare Part C.
What kind of extra benefits?
There are great plans that may be available with extra benefits like dental, vision, and hearing.
Did you say dental?
Yes, dental. Medicare Part C plans could include dental benefits that help cover routine dental exams and teeth cleanings, plus dental x-rays, fillings, gum disease treatment, and dentures.
We need that. I'm calling.
If you don't have a Medicare Part C plan, call now because there may be plans with additional benefits available that are simply not covered under Medicare Parts A and B, like routine dental coverage. If you're on Medicare, you can call even if you called last year. We will check to see if there is a Part C plan available in your area with additional benefits. You don't get a plan with additional benefits automatically. If you're losing coverage, moving, or new to Medicare, call to speak with a licensed insurance agent. Remember, you don't get Medicare Part C benefits automatically. Call now for your free 2022 no-obligation Medicare benefits review. Call 800-413-8094. 800-413-8094.
Put a little more cash in your bank. Save money with half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, it's officially high school sports season, with fall teams holding their first practices of the year on Monday. Tyler Cruz was up in Dover Foxcroft on Monday morning to catch up with the defending state champion ponies.
Football is back. Monday marks the very first day of the 2022 high school football season in Maine. And at Foxcroft Academy, it's the ponies' first day defending their 2021 state championship.
And there's butterflies. I mean, I didn't sleep very good last night, and I'm not sure how they slept either. But, you know, getting back into it for the first time has that excitement around it.
Last year was exciting. This year is going to be even more exciting, and we're going to leave history.
Even with last year's perfect season, capped off by a state title, the ponies are forgetting about all that and building up again from ground zero.
We've got to be humble with everything that we do and understand that 21's over. 22 for us is a whole new slate. We've got a new group and a new identity to form.
We just have to tell ourselves every day that, like, last year's not this year, and we just have to come back with high energy.
As with every program in the early fall, they've got some holes to fill, losing some key guys from that 2021 run, but they're confident those new pieces will slide in just fine.
We got a lot of new guys this year, and it's going to be tough filling some positions, but we have the guys to do it.
They're also returning 4 of their 5 starting offensive linemen, which is going to be huge in bringing along a new quarterback as well as some other pieces in the offense.
It gives our quarterback the confidence that he needs to be able to make plays, and it gives our new ball carriers a chance to really run behind some guys that have done it before.
Now, while they didn't have an official first practice until this week, a lot of the guys started to prepare for this moment months ago.
A lot of us started as soon as football ended. Yes, we had basketball and other sports, but a lot of us put work in all off-season in the weight room.
I wouldn't want to be seeing these guys for the first time since school got out today. So it's very important what we do in the off-season together is like a building block towards the preseason.
In Dover Foxcroft, I'm Tyler Cruz, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
All right, thank you, Tyler. And the ponies will start off their season against Winthrop. So just right out of the gate, getting that rematch against Winthrop should be a great game and a great way to start it with a nice high benchmark. We'll continue to get you up to speed on all the high school teams throughout the area as the regular season fast approaches. For now, let's talk some Patriots, though, as they inch closer to their season opener. The Pats returned to practice on Monday, and Bill Belichick called this a big week. The Carolina Panthers will be in town for a joint session on both Tuesday and Wednesday, leading up to Friday night's second preseason matchup here on ABC 7. Now, these are really the most valuable practices of camp, arguably even more so than the games. The starters get a ton more reps against different looks, different players, generally more than they would in a preseason game too, and the level of competition is equally as high.
You know, more chances to get better, more ways to improve, and more things you can find that you need to work on. So, practices are, I mean, in the end, the games have a lot of value, too, because of it's a game and it's structured differently, but there's certainly a lot to be gained in practice.
Now, after today, the Patriots will have just 2 more practices open to the media before closing their doors for the camp. One team that isn't closing their doors to the public, though, is Maine football. Next Wednesday, August 24th, the Black Bears will once again hold their annual Meet the Black Bears night at Alfond Stadium. The event begins at 6 p.m. in Orono, where kids can attend a free on-field clinic with members of Maine football. After the camp, fans will get the chance to meet the players and coaches, get autographs, eat pizza, and stick around to watch Minions: The Rise of Gru on the stadium's video board. You can register for the event on goblackbears.com. And I remember last year it was Luca, the new Pixar movie. It's a fantastic event, beautiful night. So, again, you can find more information on the UMaine Athletics website. Certainly a great evening to learn something and also have a little fun and eat some pizza, too. That's all we have for now. Here's Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff?
All right, Dave, thank you. Your full weather is brought to you by Varney Chevrolet. Come see what the Varney value is all about, and we are all about this right now. The temperature results are in from July, and July came back as the 6th warmest July on record. So on this map, Red's above average, blue is below. These are land and ocean temperatures, certainly lots of red during the month of July. Lots of red out there today, right? 84 here in Bangor, 82 Millinocket. A couple of 70s sprinkled in as well. A very comfortable, low humidity day. We'll do it all over again tomorrow before we get some changes in here on Wednesday. Tonight, though, low temperatures down near 60 degrees or so. Then tomorrow, right back up in the low 80s across our region once again. Okay, the wind right now is all over the place, so it's going to go calm for a couple hours tonight. That will likely give us some dense fog this evening into early parts of tomorrow morning. So get ready for that. If you're driving, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, that dense fog is likely again tonight. Allergy reasons. Okay, here we go. It's up there again, right? So the grass pollen in the moderate category now. Weeds okay. The mold number, though, is off the charts again. And the wet weather coming in Wednesday and Thursday will likely not help that at all. Speaking of wet weather, here's the Drought Monitor. It comes out every Thursday. You can see here, of course, across the west, decades of drought there, but it's getting better in parts of that area. For us, though, we have our own issues, right? Level 1 and 2 drought conditions across our area. We could definitely use some more rainfall, and there is some more rainfall in our forecast. So not tonight, not really tomorrow, but for Wednesday into Thursday. Right now, though, lots of nice weather across our area. There could be a rogue shower tonight. Most of us will stay dry, but we're kind of getting squeezed in here. One system here, one to our south, one to our west. We'll likely get some rain showers in here on Wednesday. Until then, though, a very nice night tonight and another very nice day for us tomorrow. Futurecast shows, though, clouding over tomorrow evening and then also getting here a couple showers probably by Wednesday morning. And this system coming our way, it's a pretty wet one as well. We'll likely get some heavier downpours in here later on Wednesday into Thursday, and that could give us some much needed rainfall. We're talking maybe an inch or two of rainfall between midday Wednesday and midday on Thursday. Our forecast then tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies. Some dense fog in there is likely. Low temperatures down near 60. There could be a rogue sprinkle in there with a calm wind after midnight. For tomorrow, here we go. Partly cloudy skies. Highs back up in the low 80s tomorrow with a east wind that could get a little breezy. It could gust near 20 throughout the afternoon. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast by Varney Chevrolet shows a story, right? 80s tomorrow, then followed by 70s on Wednesday and rain. Thursday, same story. Back up in the 80s on Friday. That's a mid-80 back in the forecast for Saturday. Peter?
All righty, thanks so much. And more to come after the break, so stay with us.
No one told us to get up and go. That's just our rhythm. And when the heart throws that rhythm off, Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center will get it back to a healthier beat through minimally invasive procedures for heart disease with no need for open chest surgery. So you can get back to your rhythm of life.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
No matter who you are, being yourself can be tough when you have severe asthma. Triggers can pop up out of nowhere, causing inflammation that can lead to asthma attacks. But no matter what type of severe asthma you have, Tespire can help. Tespire is an add-on treatment for people 12 and over that proactively reduces inflammation, which means you could have fewer attacks, breathe better, and relieve your asthma symptoms. So you can be you, whoever you are. Tespire is not a rescue medication. Don't take Tespire if you're allergic to it. Allergic reactions like rash or an eye allergy can happen. Don't stop your asthma treatments unless your doctor tells you to. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection or your asthma worsens. Sore throat, joint, and back pain may occur. Avoid live vaccines. By helping control your asthma, Tespire can help you be you. No matter who you are, ask your asthma specialist about Tespire today.
If you think you have Dupatrin's Contracture, there's a simple test you can take from anywhere. Try to lay your hand flat against the surface. If you can't, you may have Dupatrin's Contracture. Talk to a hand specialist about your options, including non-surgical treatments.
This week, the unprecedented FBI raid of former President Trump's residence, the fallout, plus the American economy and the prices you're paying for everything. Will American families see relief? World News Tonight with David Muir is the most watched program on all of television.
Welcome back. The New Balance tent sale is an annual tradition in Skowhegan. For more than 25 years, New Balance, which has a factory in Skowhegan, has held a tent sale at the same time as the Skowhegan State Fair. However, this year, the company is extending the sale from now till Labor Day. Shoppers can buy the brand-named footwear at discounted prices under the tent.
We come every year to the tent sale. Have for years.
Yeah, and then just depends on what we find. If it's a good deal, then snag them all.
Yeah.
New Balance shoes are buy one pair, get the second pair half price, and 40% off all apparel and accessories. Customers can stop by the tent sale Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6, and Sundays between 10 and 5. Sounds like a great opportunity to get some new shoes for anyone out there looking. All right, well, that does it for tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in, and have a great rest of your evening. See you right back here tonight at 11.